Good morning. It's the owner of George's Moving Clean Company. Now, I just want to give you an overview of costs of moving and, why we come up with our prices and all of that good stuff. And so you can meet me. So when you book with me, when you watch this video on YouTube, you can make your decision right away that, hey, this is my company that I want to go with. Moving is extremely high for a couple of reasons. Logistics. Logistics is the ins and outs of both places. How much furniture the person have, and what's the logistics part of it? How many flights of stairs? Is it narrow stairs? Is it spiral staircase stairs? Is it a walk-in basement versus a stair basement? Is the front door entrance wide enough to get the couch out? Do you have an armoire piece in the bedroom that's about over 300 pounds? So that's what makes moving difficult. You do have most of the companies that'll charge you just for stairs. There's no reason to charge you just for stairs. You just put it in your flat rate fee. Customers don't want to see all the stuff you're charging them for. They just want to see a base rate of how you want to provide the services. That's what we do here. Your inventory. Your inventory is very important because it's your inventory. How you pack your items is significantly important. If your items is not packed right, if you book with an hourly company, it don't matter to them. They're going to charge you whatever they charge you by the hour. When you book with a company like me, we're going to hold you liable because your packing has to be on point. Your packing should be labeled according to the move to place. You're not going to hear that for another company. And you'll say, why? That way the movers could put the stuff where it belongs at. So all your boxes, and that's what we mean, all your boxes that you have, it should be labeled master bedroom, Jalisa bedroom, family den room, living room, dining room, kitchen, master bathroom, regular bathroom, bathroom in the basement. So if you labeling your own items, that's how it should be packed. That way the movers don't have to waste time of asking you every box that come into place, where does it go at? And on top of that, the movers should be loading the truck according to your move to place. The heavier stuff that's going up levels should come off first. And the non-heavier stuff should come off last. And people say, why? Because movers get burned out at the end of the job. That's when a lot of damages could occur. So it's better to take the heavier stuff off first, the level stuff. Even the boxes should be packed in with the heavy items like the dressers, the nightstands, the chest of drawers, the bookcases, whatever you got going upstairs. Things that don't belong upstairs. All moors don't belong upstairs no more. Couches, sectionals, sofa beds, they don't belong upstairs. Chase lounges don't belong upstairs. Heavy items besides the dresser don't belong upstairs. So you're going to get charged more for that because of the fact that we're taking an item upstairs. That's a risk of the job. I let every customer know that. We want to avoid this risk. If you're moving into a new home, your home should be prepped. And what we mean by prep, your walls and stuff should be prepped, because if you're moving heavier furniture upstairs, then most likely the movers might need to touch the wall a little bit for support. Not the furniture piece, but the wall for support. So if your walls is prepped, you don't have to worry about the movers putting holes in your walls and scratching up your walls. That's something that moving companies won't tell you. The best moving companies in the world will have you do that if you're moving into a new home. The goal is to make sure the furniture don't get damaged and property don't get damaged, and most definitely the team don't get hurt either. We don't want nobody getting hurt. Moving is very stressful because most of these places require a customer to put down $2,000 or more on their property. No matter if you're leasing it, if it's a mortgage, it's most definitely going to be more. So I understand why customers don't have the professional, finances to pay for the professional services. So it's a lot of things you can do in moving that'll make it affordable. First, you can just have the movers just take the heavier stuff. Limit the movers to doing a lot of stuff like assembly services. If you can move things on your own and you got furniture sliders, hey, just put it in the room, we'll set it up ourselves. Limit your box count. Take your miscellaneous, take all your fragile stuff like monitors and TVs and all that stuff. It's so many things that the customer could do to make the moving experience affordable and also make the moving experience less stressful and less costly. What's the advantage of the moving company? They doing everything for you. That's the only advantage. You can go ahead and get your own U-Haul. You go ahead and rent your own pencil, your own budget. But you still got to either do it yourself or find a mover to do it. These days, you don't want to take off for work because you need to work to make money. So the moving industry is super high these days because of the fact that the customer is trying to do everything. They trying to save on moving costs, and you're really not saving on moving costs because if you didn't go on work that day, you actually miss a day of work. So that's the way I explain it. Have the moving company do it. If more customers book with moving companies, then moving will get more affordable. The more value that you do as a company, you should offer incentives and deal packages and special rates because you're a very busy company. Ourselves, we sometimes we're in the lower end, we're in the middle of the pack. We don't do moving jobs every day. So our cost is going to be extremely higher than the average licensed insurance company because some licensed insurance companies, because of the amount of reviews they have, not the service they provide, they get more jobs than us. Reviews matters, but more importantly, the company matters. Doing the research, doing the groundwork on the company, seeing how your job is going to be done in real time. That's what we focus on. That's what separates us from every single company in the world. We focus on how your job is going to be done in real time. And we'll tell you the pros and the cons of each job. Each job is recorded. We get permission from the customer. We first check to see if the furniture is damaged already. And we first check to see if the TV is working. Most moving companies don't do that. Most moving companies miss it. Most moving companies want to do an inventory check when they arrive on site. No, we want to get you to sign off on a contract and an inventory sheet before we even do the move. So now the movers is not guessing the day of the move. We're not holding up your time. That's one of the reasons why we're able to provide a flat rate fee. So it's a lot of pros and cons that we do. The cons is the fact that, the pricing. The pricing could be the con because of the fact that it's all about the caliber of the move. If a customer is moving very expensive stuff, the moving company is supposed to charge a percentage of the move. Why? Because the insurance company, if they damage something, it's not going to give a customer nothing. They might give a customer 30 cents on $1 for each piece. You're not going to get nothing for the piece if they damage it. So I tell a customer, what does it go back to? It goes back to the movers handling your furniture with care. And the only way you can do that if you take your time. And sometimes you have to charge the customer for extra hours because of the fact that it's better to charge the customer up front for the extra hours than actually charge them more on the day of the move. One thing we stopped doing, and we try to get customers not to do it, and they follow the rules 90% of the time. We don't allow customers to add on the day of the move. It's a flat rate fee. It's not covered on the inventory sheet. It's not covered on the contract agreement. So we move one extra piece and we damage it, we ain't hold liable for it. So we really stress and force customers not to add on the day of the move. Some of them get frustrated. Some of them love it because they don't want to be charged no more than what the bill is. So I rarely get complaints now about it, but that's something we do different than what every other company doing. We don't charge by the hour. We do got an hourly rate. It's $165. But your $165 rate should start from the location you're coming from. So you're moving a customer from Philadelphia, but you got to go all the way to Norristown. You're already charging a customer for an hour and you ain't even do the job yet. It's one reason why we stay away from the hourly rate. It don't benefit the customer. The flat rate fee, competitive flat rate fee benefits all customers. So that's our moving strategy. I did this video because of a customer that called from years ago. I'm hoping this customer go on my YouTube page and watch this video. Because he'll understand how moving works. We're not here, I'm here to make money. Yes, I'm here to make money. I want to be a monopoly. I want all that done. But I'm also here to serve every customer. I'm here to get your items from A to B without damaging. I'm here to care more about the furniture than the customer. Why? If I care more, then it's going to be a smooth move. And that's what it comes down to. And when you don't hear these things from other companies, then you can pick and choose who you want to go with. We the most careful company. We the most caring company. Why? Because the owner is always going to instruct people. Moving starts with caring first before moving. And that's all it is. So people, we excited. We want you to book with us. Come on. Book with us. It's a no-brainer. Thank you.